Right. Well, hello everyone. This is where the game actually begins for us. So, those little intros before, they're just really intros. You go from point A to point B, whatnot. This one is the first area where we actually have to do some problem solving. Problem
Where the
solving.
hell am I?
But regardless, so what's going to happen here is we're going to meet a monster called the Girl. It's a big, big girl. It functions as basically a tyrant like Dimitrescu, Mr. X, or Nemesis, along those lines, and it pursues you throughout the area. For right now, we're safe, and unlike X and Nemesis and Dimitrescu, she doesn't just really swipe at you. She one shot grabs you. I mean, she will do like if you're on her back, she will do like a swipe at you. But if she's got like a frontal view of you, she is going to grab you and just fucking eat you and you're dead. So you do need to be wary of her. Regardless, we're safe for right now, so I'll explain more as we go. But yeah, so here we go. Let's start. You need to get your next file right here. So I'll tell you when we're not safe. We're going to trigger an event in here. This is the way we're going to go, but the reason we have to go this way is because... What? There it is. We can't exactly go through this area right now because it's too dark for us to go through. And the power's not working. So we got to go this way and we got to get a light. Let's flick this light switch on. Okay. We can't go in that room to our right there, right now. We'll go there in a sec. We need to get into this room. In order to get into this room, we need a key that's at the end of this hallway. And our main objective for this area is getting through this big gate and into this hospital ward right here. The reason we cannot get into the hospital ward is because we need another fuse. So we got to get another fuse and bring it here. So let's get on that path by getting this key over here. Let's take it over to this door. And open it. So, once we get in here, we're going to have our first ink ribbon save coming up. Now let me explain something about ink ribbons. This is, I would say, a semi-limited use of these because I feel like they gave you... I mean, I appreciate it that they did it like this, but I feel like they give you almost too many ink ribbons in this game. Like, as opposed to, I mean, the last time I was doing this, I was using them on hardcore mode in Resident Evil 2. But, so, basically, ink ribbons are what is used for saves. And so don't go and use it right away. When you are about to make an ink ribbon save, you need to just investigate the safe room that you're in. If you have an ink ribbon and you're in the safe room. Right now, like any place where there's a typewriter, that's a safe room. So, for instance, what I'm going to do first is go over here. We have to get this fuse, so we need a screwdriver to get that fuse. Got the lighter. So, that was pretty minor what I did there. Don't worry about that noise that just happened. But the reason that I didn't just go ahead and immediately save is because if we're in an area where we're like at a hard scenario where we're going to die constantly and you have to reload the save constantly, you don't want to have to go and grab that lighter every time. You want to be able to just get up and go. For other places, I mean, it's minor because it was just a lighter we got there. But other places, you'll have to unload your inventory. You don't want to like go into an area where like a safe room where there's like items around, and like every time you reload your save, you have to just grab all those items and stuff like that. You want to be able to reload your save in such a way that you can just reload that save and go out and get into the game. So that's why I went and grabbed that lighter. So if we do die coming up, we don't have to grab the lighter again. Of course, it's minor because it's just a lighter, but now we're ready to save. And that's from my previous scouting, that one save there. But yeah, we're pretty current now. So, take that lighter out, which is basically your flashlight now. Don't go down there. We're about to go down there, but we're going to go to the left here first. We're going to get our next file, which kind of tells us what to do. This isn't a file, this is just a little story, but it doesn't count as a file, it's just a little story you can read, but it's not something we actually have to have. Our next file is in here. Alright, sorry, put that away. And that's our next file. That's all the files in this here, so we're good now. Alright, give me a sec, and I'm going to explain to you what's going to happen. Can't go in there right now. Okay, so we turn this corner right here. Okay, so, oh yeah, of course, get the empty bottle. These empty bottles will be useful way later in the game. They are not for throwing and like trying like there's previous games where you would throw them and try to distract people and stuff like that. You're going to need to save these empty bottles. They will become useful way later in the game. Regardless, on to our objective. Once we go through this door, that's going to trigger the girl to where she is going to come out. She's going to start pursuing us. All right. See these holes up top? These are the places she comes in at. So the way that we get the girl to stop pursuing us is to go over to light. You see that area that we started this area in? That's all light. We're gonna run in there. Once she starts pursuing us, she'll pursue us in there, and then she will get burned by the light, and she'll go away. So simple as that. The girl does not like light of any form. So here we go. We're gonna start that, and then I'll explain some more. There she is. That's the girl. Just run this way.
What the fuck?
And do not stand just right by the door, because she will still swipe at you and grab at you. Here she comes. She's gonna walk up into that hole up there. Alright. Now, this next part. So she was basically in the way of the room we needed to get to get the screwdriver. Now I would just, if I were you, I'd recommend you just watching me go through this, because that room that we're gonna go in, her AI is programmed to go to that room once you kind of get in there. And there are a few things to grab, and it's kind of, you need to do it quickly. So we're gonna go into that room, we're gonna move a card over, get on it, get a screwdriver, then get an herb, I think, and a ink ribbon, and I think a med injector. Yeah, so we got basically 4 things to get in there. So I'm gonna get all that quick before she comes in, and well, she will come in there, and we're just gonna be able to hide. So that's what we're gonna do right now. So here we go. You hear that little plop, 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 or that boom, boom, boom. That's the girl.
What's that thing?
So, first item's going to be over here to the left. We get that. Next thing you're going to do is immediately go over here, start moving this thing.
This looks important. Oh, maybe.
Move it over here to the right. Up there is where we need to go to. She's going to start coming this way. Don't worry, if we do this all in rapid succession, we'll be fine. So good. We're good there. And climb up.
This way.
Get that. Alright, yes. Next thing is the guy right here. Move him out of the way. Alright, so, okay. Now, logically, even though I said that we don't want her to see us when we come in, we do want her to see us. We just want her to get past us first and see us. So, the reason we do is because, let me show you on the map. We need to get all the way over up into here with that screwdriver. So, the reason we want her to see us is because this door right behind me right here, alright, that one right there, if we just sneak around like she can't see us right here, she's going to break out of that door and stop her path. And then we're going to have to backtrack all the way, then come out here. And then she will also, once we backtrack and come around that way, there's a hole right here that she can come down, and then we'll have to backtrack, come around here. If we have her pursuing right behind us the whole time, she won't break through that door. She won't come out the hole here. We will have no backtracking to do. So, that's what we're going to do now. You got to be fucking careful with it. I've got it down in such a way, if you want to do it the way where you have a good amount of distance from her, it's fine to go and do this route. I mean, you'll have a lot of distance between you and her. The way I'm doing it, she'll be kind of right on her ass, but it's you're faster than her, at least on this difficulty. On the sanity, she is as fast as you. So, what I'm going to do is try to get her to notice me, and we're going to keep her in our vision. We're going to let her walk past. There she goes. Oh. We need her walking real good. Okay, fine. Oh, there she is. Hey, look at me. Look at me. Hey, right here. There you go. That's the first time she stopped right there. Good. Now run, 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 run. Now she may stop right up here. There you go. Alright, we're good. We're home free. Home free. It's still scary as fuck hearing her right behind you. See, she can't come through that hole here, and boom. Yep. We are home free. And I got everything that I needed to get, right? Ink ribbon, med injector, yeah. Alright, we got everything, and we're good to go. So, don't use this ink ribbon in here. We're just going to go in here now. And we're going to go, so I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. We're going to go unlock the thing. Once that happens, the power is going to go out, and she's going to start pursuing you from in that room again. All we got to do now is put that fuse in the fuse box, and we are good to go. So we just got to run from her. That's all we got to do. Don't waste the ink ribbon on that. Alright, here we go. Got the fuse, cutscene skip. There she is. Just run this way. You're good, you're fine. Put that there. Alright, we're going to skip this cutscene, and we're about to move on to Leon again. Leon, there is not much we have to get except for one thing. And it's going to be a fight. So you'll see. Alright, I'll be honest, they start off Leon with what I believe to be one of the more tricky encounters to do the right way in the game. You can just kill everything, because you got 5 shots of Requiem and 8 shots of
it's all very cutting edge.
This Matilda here. Not Matilda, what is this weapon called? The alligator staff.
The facility keeps a low profile due to the sensitive nature of the research.
Oh, I bet it does.
So we just follow her for right now. Okay, so what's going to happen is when she goes in there, zombie's going to bite her, and we're going to be locked in a scenario with a bunch of zombies around us. This zombie will have a chainsaw. We'll see him just coming at us. So you also have a new mechanic in this game, which is parry, which is either L1 on PlayStation or left bumper on Xbox. I do not know what it is on PC. Regardless, if he gets too close with you, get ready to parry. Timing can be a bit weird, but try to shoot him in the torso, dislodge his chainsaw, and then there is another zombie to the right of him. Try to take her out by shooting her in the knees before she can get to that chainsaw, so you can get that chainsaw, and you can get that chainsaw. You don't got to use a bunch of ammo if you get that chainsaw. So, that's kind of the goal. So here we go. Here it happens. There we go. That was a perfect way to do that. Alright. It's kind of hard. Can be hard. Try to get the zombies before they get you, because if they grab you, you drop chainsaw. So now, zombies are going to break out from around here. Now, I'll let you know, actually, if you want an achievement, so real quick, in here, they're going to be kind of lined up against each other. If you want an achievement, there's a kill 3 people with 1 shot. You get the Requiem out, and you line it up perfectly. This is an area you can get that achievement in. So once they break out of this little area right here, I was well out of your fucking range. But Leon is like a sponge, as I've said before. He can take it. Let's go back around. Let's get that chainsaw. Don't get me, don't get me. Ah, God damn it! Leon, be a sponge, Leon. God damn it, you got the fucking chainsaw. The game cheated there. Did she just throw the chainsaw? I've never seen it. There we go. Take that. Good deal. Alright, that's all the zombies. I'll just go ahead and get everything. Okay, let me talk to you about the map on this game. Okay, why isn't everything popping up on the map? Alright, okay, there it is. Okay. So what I was going to say is the map, as far as this opposed to other ones, so it's not as easy as Resident Evil 8, and it's not as hard as Resident Evil 7. So Resident Evil 8, the whole area would be red that you would come into, and then when you found everything in that area, it would turn blue. This one, so like right there, you saw I pulled up the map and didn't see anything, but you kind of got to be in the area, and then the icon will pop up on the map. So on this, if you just kind of just do a once around of the whole area, as long as it's not in a box or something, all the icons, even if you miss it, if you've walked in that general vicinity, the icons will pop up of things that are there for you to grab. I wish they would have just carried over what they did in Resident Evil 8 with the map. That way, I liked that way more. It's easier than Resident Evil 7, where they just kind of are like, we're not showing you jack shit in the map. It's one of the reasons this is one of the easier ones also, but the thing about this versus Resident Evil 8 is that it shows you at least exactly where it is. So, that's something. But yeah, so that's how the maps work on Resident Evil 9. I'll make sure I got everything. That's where we're going through. Doing the old once around. We're good. We got everything. Can't go through here. Alright. Good. Ready to go. Alright, now, the first of our Mr. Raccoons is about to pop up. Right here, there he is. These are, for the most part, I would say, I think there's 25 in the game, and I would say about 22 of them are pretty easy to spot. There's only about 3 or 4 that are like, you really gotta look for. But, I'm gonna show you where they all are. So, here we go. First raccoon, just take the hatchet out. There you go. Also, so the hatchet with Leon. This thing has infinite, like, uses. It's not like with Grace, she'll get a knife and it'll have a certain amount of health on it. This one, you see it has a little bit down in the green. All you got to do is this. That was left bumper and, well, L1 and square, or left bumper and X. So, and it basically goes
That
back up to
bastard did
full
it
health
again.
immediately.
How are things on your end?
I just hacked into the center's network.
So the video is about to
Good.
end for us here in a second.
Can you find me the floor plan?
I'll see what I can do.
Well, in the meantime, I'll try to track him down.
Keep me posted.
Will do.
Alright, so in here,
Come on, come on!
and there we go. Back to there, and I'm about to skip right here. So after I skip this, we're going to beat Grace again. Okay. So this is about where we're going to wrap up. Let's see what we're doing here. Yep. I'm going to get us one save. Can't go through these doors. This is the only place we can go in right now. This is our next file right here. Go ahead and read that. There's your next file. Right up here. Another one. So here's what I was about to talk about before you use your ink ribbon. So this one, this area gives you an ink ribbon. And these don't count as things to look at. Antique coin. Gotcha, we're maxed out. So rather than like just saving right now, why don't you just go ahead and unload everything? Yep. So we can go ahead and just combine these together. Store your bottles. There's our achievement. Store your antique coins for right now. Store one of the ink ribbons. And I'll make a decision on whether we need to bring the Requiem one for this or not. But we're going to only do one thing in this area before I end this video. So do not use your ink ribbon yet. Just go down here. You're going to go down here and some cutscenes are going to play out. And everything's safe. But you're going to go down here and discover Chloe. Now you have the West Wing key card. That's the only other thing we were doing. So now we're able to just go out and play the game. That's why we wait to do our saves, because this next part coming up, it's rather fucking hard. Going up through this ward is, I'm not gonna lie with y'all. This is about to be the hardest part of the game. Starting out, this is the hardest area. I'll go more into that in the next video, but yeah, we're gonna end things here for right now. So I'll catch you on the next one. But yeah, I think we're in a good position right now. And it's going to be fun. Notice that we don't even have a gun. Well, we do, but this is one bullet. So yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and save. There we go. Alright. Well, catch y'all on the next one. Y'all have a good one.